Hello and welcome back to Yoga with Z. Today I have a full body yoga workout with a lower body burn. We won't be putting any pressure on the wrists. This whole workout is standing and you can do it any time of the day, even without a mat. Start at the top of your mat in mountain pose. Inhale, reach your arms up, slight back bend. Exhale, dive it forward, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up. And again. So inhale, roll up, hands overhead. Exhale, dive it forward. Bend in the knees as much as needed. We're warming up the spine here. Then exhale, hands to heart. Now step a little wider and take a side stretch, grabbing onto one wrist and then the other, switching sides. Lengthen the sides of your body. Get into those obliques. Now step hip width distance apart again. Lift your left leg up and kick it back for warrior three. Challenging the balance here. Come forward. Try not to lose your balance. Keep that foot off the floor. So going from warrior three back to knee tucked. Don't worry if you do lose your balance, just laugh it off, come back into it. But with control, try to keep the hips same level. And don't forget to breathe. Now step it back with control into high lunge and exhale cactus arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. For 4, 5, hands to heart and twist. Hook your left elbow over the right knee. Keep the front knee over the ankle. Twist from above the belly button. Now see if you can step into twisted chair without losing your balance. Now come into chair pose, arms up. Hold, feel that burn. Exhale, mountain pose. Now the other side. Hands to heart, lift your right knee, and then kick it back with control. Warrior three. And continue moving back and forth. Knee up. Maybe your balance is a little more gracious than mine today. I find it easier barefoot, but it was too cold outside. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, bring it back. Keep hugging your inner thighs towards the midline, hips square, and you can have a slight bend in that left leg, the standing leg, to help keep your balance. Keeping hands at heart may be a little bit easier. One more. Step it back into high lunge, arms up. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. 5 reps. And then twist to the other side. This time hooking the right elbow over the left knee, and you can make a fist with that right hand and grab onto it to make it easier on the wrists, and step into twisted chair. Keep it lifting from above the belly button. And inhale, chair pose. And exhale, mountain pose. Feet hip width distance apart or a little wider, and sit back into yogi squat and come up and stretch to one side. So I'm gonna demonstrate in the middle. So feet a little wider than hip width distance. Yogi squat and stretch to one side, then squat and stretch to the other. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, squat. This is great for opening the hips, strengthening them, and of course, strengthening the entire lower body, especially glutes. Now just sit back down in yogi squat and enjoy the stretch. Maybe you find a little movement or stillness. Inhale back up. Exhale, hands to heart. Now step wide, about 3 feet. Toes pointing a little forward and forward fold. Take your right hand to the left ankle and then switch sides. Left hand to right ankle. Opposite hand reaches up to the sky. Twist. Try to keep the lower body still, only moving the upper half of your body. So from the hips, from the waist. And continue twisting to one side and the other. Then forward fold. Relax the upper body, relax the neck. And inhale, come up. Stretch your toes out in a diagonal and sit into yogi squat. And let's do knee dips. So dip one knee towards the center and then the other. This is great for those thighs, for the quads. Keep up with me. Keep breathing. I know you feel the burn. Having strong leg muscles is so important because quads and glutes and calves, those are the biggest muscles in our body, and the stronger they are, the better your metabolism will function. Okay, come back up, and you can hop or step your feet together. Come to the top of your mat in mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive it forward, bending in the knees as needed. You can grab onto your opposite elbows and just let the upper body relax. And inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Coming to the center of the mat again, we'll do some balancing poses. So bring your right ankle over the left knee and sit back, standing figure 4. Look at a point a little bit in front of you on the ground. Your drishti point to keep your balance. Excellent. Come back up and then cross that right leg over the left and left arm over the right. Standing eagle pose. Sit back as if you're doing a one-legged chair. And squeeze those quads together. Inhale up, and before setting that leg down, stretch it out in front of you as high as you can. Lift, lift, lift. And set it down. Excellent work. You can shake out that standing leg and then move to the other side. Left ankle above the right knee. Sit back into standing figure 4. Hands at heart. Breathe. Focus. Great hip opener. Now inhale, come up, and exhale, sit back into eagle pose. So left leg over, right hand above. Breathe. Inhale, come up and stretch that left leg out in front of you. Lift it as high as you can. Use that core. And if you fall out, don't worry, laugh it out. Balance is always different on each side and every day. Excellent. Come to the top of your mat, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Step back into high lunge. Lean forward, bring your arms behind you, and squeeze those shoulder blades together for 20. Continue breathing. Now step into warrior 2. Interlace your fingers behind your back and come into your humble warrior. Bringing your right shoulder by that left knee. Back up into warrior 2. Look over the front fingertips. reach forward, and then lean back, peaceful warrior. Back into warrior two. Straighten the front leg, but keep a micro bend. Maybe shorten your stance and find Trikonasana, triangle pose. One straight line between your shoulder blades, between your shoulders. Exhale. Back into warrior two and cartwheel the arms to the front. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold and roll all the way up to standing. Hands to heart. Step back with the opposite leg now. High lunge. Lean forward, reach your arms behind you, and squeeze those shoulder blades together for 20. So we're not using any pressure on the wrists here, but we're still strengthening the upper body. Now interlace your fingers behind you. Ground that back foot. Inhale, look up. And exhale, come down into humble warrior. Stretch those arms up towards the sky. Keep it active. Breathe. Inhale, come back up. Find your warrior two. Strong warrior, and then lean back into peaceful warrior. That back hand resting on the leg, top arm reaching towards the back. Keep the shoulder away from the ear. Back into warrior two, and find your Trikonasana. And you can look up towards the sky if it's okay on the neck. Or just in front of you, or down at the mat. On the exhale, use your oblique muscles to lift yourself back up in a moment. Inhale, warrior two, and exhale, cartwheel the arms to the front, mountain pose. Now we'll do a few stomach vacuums. Exhale all the air and then suck the stomach in. Sit back, hands on the knees, and hold that breath for as long as you can. And then inhale, exhale, suck it in. And one more. Exhale all the air out, suck that belly in. Well done. Come into forward fold. And inhale, roll all the way up to standing, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Mountain pose. Let your palms face towards the front of the mat and just close your eyes for a moment. Notice how you're feeling. Feel the blood circulating. And take Shavasana if you have time. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you feel a little bit more energized, focused. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know how it went in the comments section below. And of course, turn on your notifications so you don't miss any new video. Thank you for joining me, and see you soon.